guys, welcome into Rock Painting 101. I am back with another fun rainbow rock tutorial. You know how much I love my rainbow rocks, and this is one that I've kind of wanted to do for a while. I've done it a few times just playing around, and I always end up hiding them, and I always forget to record it. So I made sure to sit down and get this one recorded for you guys. It's so fun to do. It looks so unique, and it looks so much harder than it really is to create. You'll totally be able to redo this rock in no time flat. It's a pretty quick tutorial, so come watch it and then make one of these rocks of your own. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure at the end to click and watch the playlist of all of our rainbow rock tutorials. There's so many fun ideas, and don't forget to subscribe. So for the tutorial today, you're gonna need to have all the colors of the rainbow, and then I highly suggest a 1M Posca pen for your lining on this one. If you don't have the colored pens, that's fine. You could do those without. So we're gonna start coloring or drawing on, a spiral onto your rock. So to start at the center, I like to make my spiral a little bit thicker as I go out. Just try to take your time and fit it on the rock the best you can. I'm obviously working with more of an oval shape, so you can stretch it to meet the edges and bring it in a little thinner if you need to. I just want the overhead look of the rock to be almost all covered. Once you've got your spiral on your rock, you're going to start adding colors into the spiral, and we're going to work our way from red to purple more than one time, starting in the center. So I've got my scratch piece of paper. I always like to make sure I don't have any other color on my tip. We'll start in the center with a small area of red, and then we'll slowly work our way through the rest of the colors. And I like to make my spaces of colors a little bit bigger and bigger as I progress through the rainbow. And like I said, we'll probably get to at least each color twice, if not even a couple of them 3 times. So we're just going to go through. See, this one had a little bit of green on it, so if you kind of doodle that tip off, it doesn't usually dry up with the lid on, so the last time I used this yellow, I must have had it going in some green. So there we go. You know, just that's why I keep my little pad of paper. As you can tell, sometimes it takes longer for yellow to clean up. If you just look at my doodle paper, lots of yellow over there. So once you have your nice clean tip, we want each of these colors specific to their color, not blended. Go ahead and add that section on. Next will come green, a little bit wider on the green. And then we'll do blue, and then we'll do purple last. Once I get back around to purple, I'm going to start back over with red again. And I'm just going to continue this, making the sections a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger all the way around. So I'll go ahead and speed this section up for you. Once you have the colors wrapping all the way around on your rock, we want to let them dry. And now we're going to take our black 1M pen again. We're going to start creating these arches. Now I like to start in between each of the colors first, because we are going to add a bit more color. Now if you wanted, you could go through here and blend the transitions of these colors if you'd like. I'm not doing that today. I'm just going to show you this trick to let the colors be split without having to blend them. So it is an extra step of coloring, but we're just going to take and create an arch going towards the center of the rock in between each of the color spacing. So we're going to put one in between the green and the blue, one in between the red and the purple, all the way around the rock. Okay, so I'll start with one that's a little bit wider so you can see. We're just going to make an arch, and there's going to be a little bit of a gap. We'll take care of that in a little bit. So just work your way in between each of the colors to add this arch onto your rock. There we go. Oh, I missed a few up here. We'll get those taken care of. All the way to the center. Now once you have all these arches on here, you're going to take and using one color at a time, fill in the arch areas with the corresponding color. So we are going to paint over some of what we've done already, but that's okay. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do a purple here because it's a little bit wider of a space. You can see what I'm doing. So see, I'm filling in the top part of that arch so that the line is actually cutting between the two colors. So as you work your way through your colors, you can do each of the one of that color. So red and red. So we're going to do this all the way around the rock. Use a second coat if you need to of some of the colors. Like yellow, you may need a second coat. And then let this dry completely, and then we'll be back. Okay, the colors are all dry now, so we're going to take and continue these arches around the entire spiral. So I like having the ones in between each of the colors to work off of, because as you're curving around the spiral, consistently making the arches can be a bit tricky. Excuse me, sometimes talking can be tricky. So just take your time. This does take a little bit of patience. It's a little monotonous. So if you want to do a color, set the pen down, relax for a second. This isn't a rock you're going to want to do if you've had 5 cups of coffee or anything like that. So just work your way through one color at a time, creating these arches. And you're going to continue to do this all the way around your rock until you get to the very center. And when you're getting towards the center of the rock, where it meets, they'll get closer and closer together, and that's okay. It really still helps create this fun spiral kind of illusion that we're going for here. So I'm just going to keep going all the way around my rock, one color section at a time, and then we'll check back when we're done with that. Now, once you've got your spiral or your arches all the way to the center, you're going to start to re-outline the actual spiral. It will help create almost a little bit of a shadow in the center where they're connecting, which will help pull off that arched look all at once. Now, if you really want to add to this design, you could always go in and add some shading. However, I think that's a little bit advanced for the 101 style of rocks that I like to do. Like, this is totally something that a beginner can do from start to finish as it is. So just continue with your lining all the way back around your rock until you get to the outside edge. Once you get to this outside edge, you're going to be finished. And it's a really neat rock. It's very unique, very colorful. I love doing rainbow with black together because I feel like it gets those colors to really pop and stand out. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We have some other fun rainbow rocks that I'm going to link to at the end of this for you to look through. There are loads of fun as well and will get you very inspired. So don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Bye-bye.